Hello my friends, in this week's Project You Pin we are tackling a DIY galvanized bucket. So galvanized old looking pails and buckets that are aged and weathered are very popular right now in home decorating. And a friend of mine had seen on Pinterest that you can take these dollar store buckets and spray paint them in a simple process to transform them into something that looks much more expensive and antique and beautiful. That is what we are going to try today. Let's get started.
Your first step here is you want to use some really gritty sandpaper to rough your buckets up a little bit. This will allow our spray paint to adhere to these scratches and dents and things and make these buckets look more aged. As I start to work, these are pretty flimsy buckets, but the sandpaper is definitely taking off a layer of the plastic and helping to add some grit to our surface. Next up, it's time to spray paint. I'm using Rust-Oleum aged metallic today, and 1 second into spraying it, I'm already aware that this color isn't a perfect fit, but it'll definitely work for the look we're going for. Remember when you're spray painting to work in a well-ventilated area and spray in short bursts if you can. One thing I kept having to remind myself is work around the entire bucket in layers. You don't want to spray an entire side and then start fresh on the other side. It'll look disjointed. After allowing them plenty of time to dry, bring them back inside, and if you want to, you can go ahead and use the sandpaper to rough them up a bit more. But I take one look at these and I'm already calling this a fail.
All right, so my friend who had wanted us to try this project and who had shown me the pin originally had said she was thinking about doing the little buckets so they looked like old metal milk pails almost with tulips on her Easter table. And you know what, I just have to call this a Pinterest fail. I think it does not give it the look we were going for. They just look like spray painted plastic buckets. I think you're better off just hunting at some good garage sales and antique shops this upcoming spring and summer, you guys. Don't be sad, we have to have a Pinterest fail every once in a while. They all can't be Pinterest successes. But hey, join me next week for another edition of Projects You Pin. You never know, it just may be a project that you want us to try.